Don't you think the person that should be crying foul now should be even the Bank of Industries to be saying that the vice president mismanaged such funds for Timmy Frank to come out and be saying such, who is not a member of the APC?
Did you know where he got his source? Those people, if there is any allegation from, if there is any backing from BON, they may not come out to say it because they are government officials. So if they now leak it to him and if he is the one that can bring it out to Nigerians, he has gone ahead to do that. So the onus is now left for the vice president to prove himself free of this, in quote, alleged 90 billion missing. So the BON guys may not be in position to leak it, but they may know what is going on. Have you thought of that? That the guy may not just come up with this kind of...
you are the one saying that now.
No, he may not just have come up with... At least every allegation has a source. So the onus is left for the authority to prove it. So proving
for the vice president to have given Timmy Frank and Koch to make an unreserved apology in the next 24 hours, I think that has elapsed. Now, for Vanguard newspaper to come out and apologize, don't you think something is fishy somewhere?
One, he did not apologize within the 24 hours. He is still standing. Timmy Frank did not. He is still standing on what he has released to Nigerians. Vanguard is apologizing because Vanguard may be thinking that, oh, we have gone too far with this interview. Whatever may arise from it, either if vice president is proved to be free from this allegation, they don't want to be taken to be a culprit of it. That's why the apology came. Remember, it's a
for such an interview to be granted for a newspaper like that. Don't you think they will have done their own findings before giving out such information? And if they have come out to say such interview granted, they discovered that there are some false allegations there. Don't you think something went wrong somewhere?
Depends. They have somebody they interviewed before they gave her that story, and the person is still standing on the ground that he has not. He has a source for whatever which he has not disclosed. If the matter goes to court, if he's so, then Timmy Frank will also prepare himself with wherever he got his information, and the vice president will come up with his own. So he has not told Nigerians that, oh, he's sorry or he got his facts from a wrong source.
Don't you think these are some of the gimmicks we're having in a build-up to the 2023 elections?
They are part of it.
Okay, let me quickly bring this to you. Now, the All Progressives Congress yesterday accused the opposition party, the PDP, of being the brains behind the recent 2023 campaign posters of some chieftain of the ruling party. The APC dissociated itself and its members, whose names and pictures appeared on the posters, saying the PDP circulated them to achieve their devilish aims.
What do they stand to gain? What do PDP stand
now,
to gain?
These are some of the pictures now.
Yes.
Just a moment. We have the APC national leader there, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the national chairman of the party, Adams Oshiomhole, and the governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai. And these pictures are there. And these people come out to say, well, we don't know anything about this development.
Don't you also think that those people that are loyal to these men can do this? Why PDP? What do PDP stand to gain? They are going to face the pool.
Are you speaking as a PDP stakeholder on the program this morning?
No. I'm speaking as a Nigerian. What will PDP stand to gain? In going to use their money to circulate posters of opposition parties?
You never can tell. These are politicians.
No. Do the politicians have people that are loyal to them? Don't you think they can do this? You don't think they can also do this for the people that are loyal to say, oh, I want to start telling my boss that he can go further. And this, in fact, these are not even names that are new in the political circle of Nigeria. Asiwaju himself has also been making heroes into coming up in 2023. We are all aware of that.
Is this not too early to be discussing 2023?
Absolutely too early.
In 2019, we just had elections some month back.
Even the election has, even the controversies in the election have not completely been resolved. PDP is still going to Supreme Court. So absolutely too early. They were sworn in May 29. We are just in September. Then somebody is talking of election in 4 years' time. Instead of talking of the achievements, that what the lineup of achievements they will have for Nigerians in the next 4 years, it's absolutely too early. I cannot believe that the poster is coming from PDP. Let them look inward. Some of their own political antagonists within themselves can even come up with something of this nature. So if such an allegation comes up, there must be a reason and there must be a source. So the onus lies on him to prove it.
This is not the first time Timmy Frank will be raising accusations on the APC. You know, he lost out of favor when Lai Mohammed
came in and became minister. He was expecting to be made the full spokesperson when Lai Mohammed was made the minister.
All right.
Unfortunately, somebody else was brought in.
Where Bolaji Abdullahi was brought in, and at last Bolaji Abdullahi, who is loyal to Bukola Saraki, left, and now we have Larry Issa Onilu
on the seat now. Before Bolaji Abdullahi, in fact, when Bolaji Abdullahi was brought in, that made him to leave. Before this present one, he was no longer a member of APC. So coming in to bring out an allegation against a sitting vice president of APC
of Nigeria under the platform, coming from under the platform of APC, and he is now in PDP. I don't think is the most important person to have for such allegation. Don't you think such allegation is just to bring the vice president down?
That's what the court will prove. That belongs to the court. He who asserts must prove. That's what the court will prove. If he cannot defend what he has told Nigerians. And you know, all this goes with consequences. So, and vice president is so learned with the law, he's the son. He knows what we are talking about.
For him to say he's going to waive his immunity, he knows what he's saying.
He knows what he's saying. But I'm even saying for him to even have the credibility more, especially if he's eyeing that 2023 that we're talking about, let Nigerians see him as very clean, and it can be trustworthy.
Why presidents, vice president, governors, and also deputy governors don't handle cases when they are in power,
so that they will not be distracted.
So that they will not be distracted.
Yes.
But don't you see this one as another distraction to the vice president and to the APC in general?
Well, to the vice president, his office is he takes instruction from his boss. So before he goes to court or whatever, if his boss says, yes, I want you to clear your name as far as our government is concerned, because we are talking of the government of Nigeria now, led by APC, and the vice president is a stakeholder in the government. If his boss say, go ahead, I don't think there will be much distraction. He still has his function. He has his function, and let the court come up with whatever findings and let Nigerians know what the outcome of this. Because for a 90 billion is now 9 billion. For it to move out of a parastatal of the government, and they have come to tell us
that same parastatal
have come to tell us that they don't even have a budget up to that.
Up to that, so that they can't even generate
that
90 billion annually.
So those are the things why the vice president must get his name cleared in this matter. He must clear his name, because now he has an agency who is speaking in his favor now that we don't even know about this. We don't even know how this allegation came up. But the man who brought out the allegation must be able to tell Nigerians where he got it from. But at the end of the day, the person who will win in this, if he favors him, is the vice president. His name will be written in gold.
If you're in the shoes of the vice president, before we go on this breeder, what will you do?
That's what I've just told you.
You step aside.
Definitely, because I am not looking at the position as a vice president of Nigeria. I'm looking at where I'm coming from.
Talk is cheap.
You and I may say talk is cheap because we don't have We don't have that position. We don't have that popularity or that fame or whatever. We have seen people who have done one tenure. They are as public officers.
Have you ever seen vice presidents, presidents stepping aside or resigning, even in Africa because of
No.
allegations of corruption?
It's not in our DNA in Africa. But somebody can start it. Somebody can begin. We must have to. Mandela did one tenure and he left.
But not in the circumstances.
No,
like
not
this.
there was no. I'm telling you, somebody must have to start something. It will also be in history. The vice president of Nigeria resigned because he was alleged, and the case is in court.
And what if at the end of the case it becomes false?
That's what I'm telling you, that his name will be written in gold, and his political career will exceed 2023.